just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got a dope pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Watson off play action. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Back to throw, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Cousins. They'll dump this off to Cook. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. Is good. Right down the pipe. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
To throw is Watson. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Check, 24. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Check 3.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 63 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
He's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And they got the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. CD with that incompletion. Let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Check 41. And we got me under.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, you got 3 down. Hey, no, easy. Hey, wahoo!
Here's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Throwing, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have nowhere to escape. Everson Griffin Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving a soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know. Skills. Yeah. How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro. When your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets. You can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet. This sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving a soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way. Right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes. It was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. It's to get rich or dead. Trying. This ain't never new. I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't. I can't lose. Ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do. Make it next move your best. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving a soldier chills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Trubisky on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Bears.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
General West.
Second down.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He finds some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 26 yards. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Watson will bring up Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, it's Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Trubisky will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Bears push further out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Now the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's letting this one, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On 1st down, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
Robinson. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Trubisky. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Slam. Slam. Blue. 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 55 is my guy. 55.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 38 yards. As the Bears push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson, off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if they're... And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And the Bears are going to get the football back.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get you. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Atlanta.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Play action. It's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 33 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 73 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get... This one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Hey, wait. Let's put that team on a block. Shit.
61, matchbox lights.
You ain't going nowhere. 41's the mark.
Wait.
Set 41. Ricky.
X3, 218, chopper.
Hey, wait.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. From the shotgun, Ryan dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. Matt Ryan with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Tuesday.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. They're going for it. It's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Adrian Claiborne. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
59, ready. 280. That's right, man. Hey, 59, ready. 287.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To the air yet again, Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
1st down, Texans.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now this one complete to Smith. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Ready,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Get off the field, defense.
Get up.
Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Right there. 55. Give me that.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 56 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. To throw is Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to
try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well, Deshaun Watson, that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashad. Gibson. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He's letting this one, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 66 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. There he goes, left side. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their to the sack here, 2nd and 14. Jones has it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ryan now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's first and 10.
SOS. Kill.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey, 25! Right there, 55. Come on.
Again, Ryan looking in zone for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And an alley to run. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, 79 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Mark 55! Mark 55! Hey, check.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On second down, Freeman. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack on 1st down, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hey, high 7.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, the 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 93 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Here's Watson.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, 62 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
59, ready, 280.
Let's go.
Get up.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game as they have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 42.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Back now in Atlanta. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. To throw again on second down. Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Adrian Claiborne getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Third and long. It's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down now, it's Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
He's checking.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Ryan wants to throw it to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Ryan finding Julio out wide. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. This complete to Jones. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep. It got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.